At the sound of the first whistle, jerseys were ripped and records were made. Who knew face-offs could lead to such frenzy? Dive into the most unforgettable face-off moments in NHL history. First up, on January 24th, 2024, right when the hockey game started between the Florida Panthers and the Arizona Coyotes, fists were flying. Ryan Lomberg from Florida and Jack McBain from Arizona didn't waste a second.
There we go. Here we go off the draw. Lomberg against McBain. Badjevich was looking to see if he would go with O'Brien. Ryan Lomberg doesn't.
They began throwing punches as soon as the game began. And when play resumed, Jonah Gadjevich and Liam O'Brien also dropped the gloves. This was a super intense way to kick off the game, and both teams got penalties because of it. On February 15th, 2020, everyone knew something big was going to happen at the start of the Vegas Golden Knights and Chicago Blackhawks game. Ryan Reaves and Ross Johnston, both known for being tough, faced off right after the puck dropped.
No punches just yet. Here they go. Reaves some body blows. Johnston.
They fought hard, and Reaves ended up winning with a big punch that knocked Johnston out. This fight really pumped up the crowd and set the mood for the rest of the game, which Vegas won 5-2. On April 3rd, 2024, the New York Rangers and New Jersey Devils game started with a bang. Right at the beginning, Matt Rempa and Curtis McDermott dropped their gloves and went at it.
It's 5-on-5. McDermott and Rempa exchanging blows.
Then, suddenly, everyone else joined in, and it turned into a massive brawl, with 8 players getting kicked out of the game. The big fight definitely changed how the game was played, since both teams lost some important players right away. On March 7th, 2022, the second period began with sparks flying between Evander Kane of the Edmonton Oilers and Matthew Tkachuk of the Calgary Flames. Known for their fiery personalities and past run-ins, these two didn't waste a moment. As soon as the puck dropped, they were at each other, with Kane throwing a jab at Tkachuk, leading to a heated shoving match. Both players got minor penalties for roughing, adding more intensity to the famous Battle of Alberta rivalry. What a moment on November 2nd, 2018. With time running out in the third period, the Montreal Canadiens were trailing the Washington Capitals. In a dramatic twist, Max Domi scored to tie the game with just 21 seconds left. Right after, Yoel Armia won the faceoff and scored another goal just 2 seconds later. This incredible feat set an NHL record for the fastest 2 goals by a team, turning the game on its head and leading to a Canadiens shootout victory. On February 20th, 2023, Yanni Gourde of the Seattle Kraken had a moment he'd probably like to forget. Right at the start of the game, Gourde won a faceoff in his defensive zone, but accidentally slid the puck past his own goalie, Martin Jones, leading to a bizarre own goal. This unexpected slip gave the San Jose Sharks an early lead and turned into a viral blooper moment, showing that even the pros can have a stroke of bad luck. On May 5th, 2021, right at the start of the game between the New York Rangers and Washington Capitals, the ice was boiling with tension. This came after Tom Wilson's controversial actions in a prior game, which had left the Rangers fuming. The puck had barely hit the ice when 3 separate fights erupted. Brendan Smith went straight for Tom Wilson. Colin Blackwell tangled with Carl Hagelin, and Philip DiGiuseppe faced off against Garnet Hathaway. The message was clear. The Rangers were seeking retribution, setting a fiercely competitive tone for the remainder of the game. All fighters received major penalties, and the spotlight was on Wilson as the main target of the Rangers' anger. The game on January 18, 2014, between the Calgary Flames and Vancouver Canucks started with explosive energy right from the opening face-off. Flames coach Bob Hartley sparked controversy by starting his 4th line, known more for their muscles than their goal scoring. The Canucks responded in kind, and as soon as the game began, 5 pairs of players dropped the gloves and went at it. McGrattan versus Sestito, Westgarth versus Lane, Smead versus Bieksa, Jones versus Weiss, and Butler versus Garrison. The fights led to a flurry of ejections and a fine for Hartley, making it a night to remember in NHL history for the sheer scale of the brawl. During a game on March 23, 2023, between the Boston Bruins and Montreal Canadiens, tensions flared late in the first period. A.J. Greer of the Bruins escalated a brewing conflict with Mike Hoffman by delivering a severe cross-check to Hoffman's face during a neutral zone face-off. The referees didn't hesitate to hand Greer a major penalty and a game misconduct, sending him off for the night. The NHL's Department of Player Safety reviewed the incident, resulting in a one-game suspension for Greer. On February 12, 2020, a tense moment unfolded between Zdeno Chara of the Boston Bruins and Brendan Gallagher of the Montreal Canadiens. Following a stoppage in play, Chara delivered a powerful two-handed cross-check to Gallagher's face. Chara received only a minor penalty for roughing, which sparked debate as many felt the punishment didn't match the severity of the action. During Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals on June 4, 2022, tensions escalated between Ryan Reaves of the New York Rangers and Pat Maroon of the Colorado Avalanche. Known for their roles as enforcers, the duo began jostling and trash-talking right before a late-game face-off. Reaves ended up slashing Maroon in the midsection amidst their skirmish. Only Reaves was penalized for the incident, which led to considerable frustration among Rangers fans who felt the call was one-sided. The New York Rangers home opener on January 20th, 2013 started with fireworks as Aaron Asham and Tanner Glass of the Pittsburgh Penguins dropped the gloves immediately after the opening face-off. Both known as tough enforcers, they wasted no time engaging in a brief but intense fight that had fans on their feet. The clash was not just about these two players, but echoed the broader rivalry between the two teams. On January 21, 2013, an NHL game between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Rangers kicked off with not one, but two fights right after the opening puck drop. Pierre-Cedric Labrie of Tampa Bay clashed with Joe Finley, while simultaneously BJ Crombeen squared off against Matt Martin. Both fights ended in draws, with each team looking to assert their dominance and energize their teammates right from the start. Just 3 seconds into the game on February 8, 2018, Gabriel Landeskog of the Colorado Avalanche and Braden Shen of the St. Louis Blues dropped their gloves immediately after the face-off. The fight escalated when Shen's jersey came off, leading to a rare shirtless showdown. Both players received major penalties for their spirited bout, which not only entertained the fans, but also set an intense physical tone for the rest of the match. On January 21, 2013, the Detroit Red Wings faced off against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and right at the opening, Jordan Tootoo and Jared Boll wasted no time getting into it. Known for their roles as enforcers, both players quickly lived up to their reputations. Tootoo, despite his smaller size, landed some quick punches, while Boll countered with his strength. The energetic fight riled up the crowd and set a vibrant tone. On January 5, 2020, as soon as the puck was dropped at the start of the Anaheim Ducks vs. Nashville Predators game, Nicolas Deslauriers and Austin Watson didn't hesitate to throw down. Known for their tough physical play, both players quickly dropped their gloves and engaged in a fierce brawl, trading heavy punches in a short but intense fight. Both fighters earned fighting majors, but they undoubtedly left their mark on the game. On March 4, 2012, a highly anticipated face-off between Milan Lucic of the Boston Bruins and Brandon Prust of the New York Rangers turned into an intense fight. Both known as formidable enforcers, the rivalry between their teams set the stage for this confrontation. As the puck dropped, gloves were thrown, and Lucic, leveraging his size and strength, landed several powerful punches. Prust fought back with tenacity despite the physical mismatch. Both players were penalized for their roles in the brawl, which was a standout moment in their storied rivalry. The game between the New Jersey Devils and Pittsburgh Penguins on February 10, 2013 featured a quick escalation to a fight between Ryan Carter and Robert Bortuzzo. Right after the puck dropped, indicating a likely prearranged bout, both players wasted no time in dropping their gloves. Known for their toughness, Carter and Bortuzzo exchanged a series of heavy punches in a brisk and brutal fight. The clash not only showed their personal resolve, but also highlighted the ongoing rivalry between their teams. Penalties were assigned as both received 5-minute majors for their fiery exchange. On February 3, 2011, Steve Ott and Gregory Campbell didn't wait long to start their fight. Right after the game between the Dallas Stars and Boston Bruins began, they dropped their gloves and went at it. They both landed good punches, but Campbell took Ott down. They both got penalties for fighting, but it was really entertaining. 2 days later, at the start of another game between the Stars and Bruins, Chris Barch and Sean Thornton wasted no time. The moment the puck hit the ice, they were fighting. Both threw strong punches quickly, but Thornton seemed to win this short fight. They each got a penalty for fighting, and the crowd was thrilled right from the start. If these hits left you stunned, there's plenty more where that came from. Explore our More Dirty Hits videos for an adrenaline rush like no other. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for the latest in hockey's most unforgettable moments.